All right, thank you, JC, and welcome to you all. Thank you for joining us today. Yeah, if you just bring up the full data on the slide, that would be great. So here you see, I'll just take you through a handful of slides here just to give you a quick update on some of these key trends from the scores that we are seeing generated from task, as JC was mentioning. This one on score and distribution from the last academic year, a filtered data set of some 34,000 students attending, as you see, 100 plus HEIs across 20 countries. The adjusted average score is now about 57, and the score distribution is quite normal. So we can say two things about the educational implications of this score and graph. First, while the average score is indeed increasing a bit, the numbers indicate that only about a fifth of higher ed students today have a relatively firm grasp of basic sustainability knowledge. Almost half of all students attain only an average score, which means, and we should not forget this, that they lack core sustainability knowledge in almost half of all the subjects, concepts, and topics addressed in the task assessment. In short, our work in educating for sustainability is far from done. And then secondly, the normal distribution of task scores means simply that sustainability knowledge is not equally distributed among humans in higher education. It is widely scattered. A small percentage of students have a lot of knowledge, many have only an average amount, and another group has very little knowledge at all. This, of course, has important educational and pedagogical implications. The programs we design need to respond to the needs of a cognitively diverse body of students. We need both basic introductory courses as well as more advanced courses. Plus, we need to identify which students know a lot and which don't, so that we can place them in beginner and advanced courses accordingly. This is what TASK is designed to help educators do. And this, of course, in order to reimagine programs and curriculum in ways that respond to the learning needs and learning pathways of all students in all programs across the disciplines. And this, I think, resonates with what you, JC, were just saying a few minutes ago. Next slide, please. Here we have the key trends on the score per subject. There are all those subjects that you saw in JC's previous slide. And you can see that on the left-hand side, the human welfare subjects tend to aggregate among the higher scores. On the far right-hand side in yellow, you see the levers of action and opportunity, essentially solutions for sustainability, that tend to collect in the lower areas of scores. And then Earth systems, the bluish-green bars that are scattered really across the entire 28 subjects. So comparing task subject scores in this way indicates tentatively that sustainability knowledge is very much socially oriented around issues and concepts familiar to students and related to their human needs and interests, such as work, income, health, social networks, personal interaction with others. As such, knowledge about sustainability appears to be more anthropocentric or human-centered than it is holistic, integrated, or ecocentric. This is good to know. Indeed, this suggests the important role education has to play in helping us as humans think more deeply about our relation to nature, to the natural world, and to the earth sciences that affect us all, as tasks helped us see, much more than we apparently know. Such data also reveals the need to develop in our students greater cognitive capacity in systems thinking, interdependency, and complex problem solving. This highlights, I think, the importance of designing educational programs that are both interdisciplinary and focused on effecting transformative change. TASK provides proof that this is the best way forward in education for a sustainable future. Next slide. Here we look at the key trends per major group. So there you see the various majors. I think you can read that down below. We have business, health, medicine, social sciences, engineering, and environmental and sustainability studies in those various colors. And you see that business and educating and engineering are a little bit on the left-hand side in the lower scores. Environmental sustainability, understandably, scores a bit higher. Health and medicine scores even higher than that. So comparing the cognitive strengths of students based on their chosen major or discipline in this way suggests the comparative value of science-based interdisciplinary learning as a pathway towards sustainability literacy. Such science-based disciplines appear to foster more advanced critical thinking and knowledge acquired via systems thinking, futures thinking, integrated problem solving, and theories of interdependency. Such tentative conclusions suggest that by integrating alternative curricular content and pedagogy into programming, we will help students in business schools and across the social sciences develop, in their turn, higher levels of sustainability knowledge. This, I think, is progress. Next slide. Here we have the trends based upon the length of programs, Bachelor and Bachelor 2, Bachelor 3 and 4, Master 1, and Master 2. And we see that the longer students are in school, the more they learn about and hear about sustainability, understandably, their scores tend to increase. In short, sustainability literacy really requires lifelong learning processes, a diversity of learning opportunities and experiences, and a care and love for our planet that comes, I say this maybe from my age, but a care and love for our planet that comes with age and maturity. As such, educators should be aware of the complex setting in which sustainability actually takes place. Next slide. And keep hitting the entry there so all the data comes up on this slide. I think there are some sequenced additional data points here. But here we have the task scores across the 17 SDGs. You'll have to remember these either by color or by their number, although the four upon which the high-level political forum is focusing its efforts this year have indeed been highlighted there. The average score across all the SDGs is 58, so keep that in mind when you're reading all of these others. It's exactly 58/20. The highest scores in order are SDG 1, no poverty, SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, and SDG 10, reduced inequalities. Again, this might perhaps reflect students' relative strengths in more personally oriented concerns, issues, and concepts. The lowest scores are in SDG 13, climate action, SDG 17, partnerships for the goals, and SDG 15 on life on land. Again, concerns and issues that may be a little bit further away from student experiences. And of course, the four SDGs that are the focus of this year's HLPF are also indicated here. I think the big picture is this. Similar to the scores of the task subjects, the scores for the 17 SDGs are both a testament to the hard progress we have made since 2015 and a warning of all the work that still needs to be done. Indeed, we are making progress, but not fast enough. Next slide, please. Let's also look at a quick longitudinal analysis as well when we look at the various increments of time between when students take tasks the first time and then when they are assessed a second time, the third time, or fourth time across their careers. Here, I think we can conclude with some metaphors. The task is like perhaps taking your blood pressure. It's something that we should all do often and at regular times to monitor our health in order to take corrective measures as needed. Developing sustainability literacy, this is actually another metaphor. Developing sustainable literacy is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Task is best perhaps imagined as a mileage marker, something that tells us how far we've come and how much road still lies ahead in building a sustainable future.